recording. Alright, last time on Balors and Bones, Lode Crow began his solo quest to find the missing Maguru, a gnome herbalist from the town of Sunnyshire on Showen Island. She has been missing for over 12 hours and everyone is worried. Lode heads out to her gathering spots and only finds her herb basket tossed off to the side. Tracking her footprints down and some backtracking later, he finds her about to be attacked by a skeleton. Getting its attention and the attention of the other three in hiding, Lode begins a rough battle to save Maguru. Narrowly taking victory, Lode saves Maguru, patches her up, and brings her back to town after learning why she was gone. Seems there was a strange creatures bringing skeletons from the graves. They head back to town and Maguru thanks Lode with some healing potions before he heads back out to investigate. Lode tells the mayor, Hampton, about the situation and offers to go take care of it. Humbled by the charity, the mayor gives Lode a slingshot with some beads to deal better damage to skeletons. After heading back to the cemetery, Lode sees a strange tiny creature pouring a vial of strange liquid on the graves. Skeletons begin to rise up and migrate north towards the mausoleum, while Lode takes out the green creature. After dominating the creature with no effort at all, Lode heads to the mausoleum and finds it sealed shut with a big heavy stone door. After realizing he can't open it, he gains the help of the town's quest board handler, Billboard, a small warforged that has the strength of many bigger people than him. With no trouble at all, Bill pulls the stone door open and heads back to the village after his job has been completed. Lode heads down to the deep, dank mausoleum and finds a crazed halfling scientist and the 5 skeletons from earlier. It seems this halfling was building an undead army while working on some strange orb on his table. Lode takes a pot shot and barely manages to get through a long, near-death battle. After dragging the enemies out into the open and flying so high it was hard for them to hit, he finally takes out the halfling, giving the orders to the skeletons, thus causing the skeletons to shut down. Looting the corpse and the mausoleum, Lode finds a magical stone sphere with runes that he doesn't understand. But he heads back and takes a long rest at his hut, and after all the shit he just went through. Alright, so
Ta-da!
yeah, you're in your hut. You kind of just like pass out on your little like makeshift bed. Like you just came back from like drinking. You're like, yeah, fucking. And instead of doing your elven trance, you instead take an actual like sleep in the bed. So yeah, you made your way back to town, tired and exhausted. Fell asleep in your little makeshift bed. But as you're like sleeping, you get a full rest. Kind of like fondling around the trinkets and stuff that you found because they're all weird and you don't understand them.
Yeah.
The sphere is the weirdest one. The runes on it are clearly magical, but you don't really understand them. You can try an investigation check.
I think I failed the last time I did it.
I think it was an Arcana check you did last time.
Yeah, I did. Arcana last time. Let's try investigation this time.
17. The shapes of the runes are weird. One you almost think resembles an animal, and like the adjacent ones next to it kind of resemble animals too, but they're weirdly drawn or weirdly like carved into the sphere, so they're hard to actually make
Okay,
out.
weirdly as in somebody with poor drawing skills, or weirdly as in weird shaped in general?
More like runes and symbols from like a time long ago that had a different method of drawing shapes and
Okay.
symbols and stuff like that compared to now.
Alright.
So this is clearly old. You have no idea how old, and you can't quite make out like they look like little animals or little creatures or something, but like the way that they were created looks weird, so you can't quite determine what they are.
Huh.
But there's several animals. It goes three weird animals, and then it kind of just fades out a little bit. Some of the runes are faded. Um, Jenny, the Tinkerer, since she's the only magic knowledgeable person in town, she could probably figure it out for you if you pay her.
What's that? All right.
So that's one thing you can do when you get up out of your hut.
Yes.
So now that you've had a long rest and you're fondling around with your little trinkets and stuff, what else do you have? You got the bear rug. What do you want to do with that?
Is it clean?
You could get it cleaned or clean it
Uh,
yourself.
yeah. I don't have any cantrips.
Well, you don't need magic to clean things.
I know. I was thinking of just laying it down on the floor of my hut for now.
Just having it as a floor rug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So you put that in. What else do you have in your treasures?
I got a purple orb.
Purple.
Magical orb.
Yeah. You can do an Arcana on that one.
And lockbox. And
Oh
a
yeah.
small random potion.
Oh yes, potion. So for the potion,
Yes.
for that you can do a Arcana check as well.
Okay.
You have no idea what this potion is.
Yeah.
It's a potion of something. The crystal, you can do Arcana on that to determine what it does.
I have a decent roll. Why do I keep getting shit?
You have no idea. All you know is it's covered in blood because it was lodged into the palm of his hand.
Yeah.
So, whatever it is, you don't really want to stab it into your hand.
Yeah.
What else do you have?
The lockbox.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, because we're makeshifting lockpick, so you can give that another try with disadvantage.
Yeah. Alright.
Thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Nat one. So
Did I break my fork?
yeah, the two little prongs that you twisted off of the fork, um, those broke. So now you don't have a proper fork anymore.
Okay.
So now you gotta get a new fork.
Alright. I'm gonna go buy a fork.
Okay, well, what's the first thing you want to do first? Because it looks like the things that you
Well, I'll
have.
meet up with the mayor first.
Okay. Because the items that you have that you don't have the abilities to deal with, you'll need
Yeah.
someone else to deal with it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna go to the mayor first?
Yes.
I'm just gonna put on the casual music. Alright. Mayor Hampton?
Yeah.
This is like afternoon because you went
I slept.
really, really late into the night doing all the stuff. And then you
Yeah.
traveled back. It was like getting close to dawn by that point. And yeah, so you just like went and did an actual people sleep. It was like middle of the afternoon. Everyone's up and about and doing stuff. The town's bustling.
Yeah.
So you go into the mayor's house.
Is he busy? Does he have mayor stuff to do?
You would have to go inside and find out.
I'll knock on the door. Is it his office or is it his home?
As far as you know, he does his mayor stuff from home.
Alright. We'll just knock on the door then.
Okay, knock on the door. A few seconds, he comes out. He looks like all like dressed up, like he was doing doing stuff, but he doesn't seem too busy. Load. So, did you kind of like comes out the door, looks behind him, closes the door. So, did you deal with the little problem up north?
Insight that. See if he was getting it on with somebody or if it was actual proper business he was doing in there.
Okay. 14. Hold on. From what you can tell, he probably doesn't want to make too big of a deal of it if it's already dealt with.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't want, like, people, like, everyone's small here, so when, like, dangerous stuff that
Yeah.
they aren't equipped to deal with happens, he doesn't want, he's a mayor, he doesn't want the town to go into a panic.
Yes.
See, when you told him, that was wise.
Yeah. Alright, well, I found a... What was it? The person's race again.
It was a halfling.
Okay. I found a crazy halfling, named... I did get his name, Kordak,
Yeah,
right?
he had a name tag on him.
I found a small halfling, who possibly was controlling something otherworldly, that was raising the dead, doing some kind of ritual in the mausoleum. He had a name tag on his shirt. His name was Kordak.
Hold on. Kordak, that name sounds familiar. I think he went missing years ago. Yeah. He went missing years ago. He was still is he still alive?
No. He was the one controlling undeads and trying to create some kind of unholy ritual in the mausoleum.
Oh, that's more concerning. He was one of ours.
It doesn't seem like it now. He also had some kind of gem stuck in his hand. And he had this small runic sphere that he was trying to create some sort of ritual with.
Well, do you show him the items?
Yes.
The runic sphere.
This was in his hand, and this was the ritual stone thing.
He looks at both of them. The sphere thing, it's beyond his comprehension, but the crystal, he asks if he can take a look at it, like to hold it.
Sure. Don't stick it in your hand or anything like he did.
I'm not a masochist. All right, nat 20. He analyzes this. Kordak was never a magic person, but with this, if you lodge this in your hand, like directly into your flesh, it gives you pre-built magic abilities. Similar to that of like a wizard's spell book, where it has the spells recorded in it, but instead it's infused into the crystal.
Is it cursed or something?
No, it's not cursed. It's just a magic item that gives whoever he like gestures jamming it into you, right?
Yeah.
Jams it into yourself. It just gives you access to spellcasting, but only whatever the crystal has.
Wonder what's in it then.
Well, it looks like an arcane crystal, and probably he either did some work on it himself or had somebody else give it to him to give him magical powers.
No, I was wondering if he could tell what the spells were on it.
Oh, the nat 20. Hold on, let me go to Kordak's spell list. I have it here somewhere.
10 hours later.
No, I have it in the previous script here. Kordak. Oh, that's Meguru. Where are you, Kordak? Oh, here we go. He had Firebolt and Ray of Frost. The crystal only has a +5 spell attack. It's not based off the user, it's based off the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Firebolt, Ray of Frost, Shield, Magic Missile, Misty Step, and Scorching Ray. The crystal can only have those, and it only has the same amount of spell slots as a level 3 caster.
Okay, that's still huge.
Yeah, so if you were to jam this into you, you would have Misty Step, Shield, Magic Missile, Scorching Ray. The Shield, Magic Missile, and Misty Step are really good, especially
Yeah.
Shield.
Hell, even Firebolt would be good.
Yeah.
Early on too.
Yeah.
I'll be keeping this and maybe experiment with playing this indie soon.
I mean,
At least early on.
You have to jam that into your flesh and keep it there.
I know, but I put it somewhere like I could take it out again later on. But I don't need it, right? Not someplace important.
Shove it up your ass. Yeah, well, that's all he can determine from that.
Alright, you want to just write down the names and send it to me so I can write beside the magic circle?
Yeah, let's go into your... I'll just put it in the chat there.
So he determined the crystal itself isn't cursed or anything.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's just a magic item that, like, people can use to get magic.
That's fantastic.
order-
I've never even seen that before.
It's homebrew.
Yeah.
But the thing is, in order to make that, you would have to be magical, and he said that
Oh yeah.
Kordak was not a magic person, so it was probably given to him.
So somebody made it for him. Yeah.
Yeah. You just copy that.
Oh, that's disturbing. You said he was once one of you two, and he went missing.
Yeah, that's the other thing. He lived in this town years ago, but he wandered off one day and never returned. Never said where he was going or why. He just left. He was always a bit of a weird one, but like, he was never bad. People liked him.
Did he always have the name tag on him, or what?
Well, he was a researcher, but not really a magical kind. He was more of like archaeology and history.
Is there ruins on this island?
Maybe in the deeper parts. We tend to not go too far in. Maybe towards the mountain, but that's on the other side of the island, and that's a dangerous trek. Even he points at, he kind of just not painfully flicks, but he like flicks one of the bottom feathers of your wings. Even with someone who can fly, the skies around the mountain are dangerous.
Alright.
Flying creatures tend to hold up more around mountainous areas.
Does he still have his place here? Should we investigate it?
When he stopped showing up, kind of shut down his house. Any of his I mean, when I was shutting down his house, I went through all of his stuff. He didn't seem to have anything out of the ordinary, but if you wanted to give it a look, you're already dealing with this for us, so I don't mind.
Best to be sure.
All right. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to do something else first?
Let's go do that now.
All right. So he brings you. He goes with you. He goes to Kordak's house. Not too far away from where your house is, your hut. But he has like a full-on like house, like single floor flat. The mayor. Hampton unlocks the door and lets you in. The place is it's tidy. Like he has people keep it clean just in case he comes back or someone else moves in. But like it's been like emptied out. Like all his belongings were put into storage. The house is empty.
I'm mainly looking for something like a small area he would, under a floorboard, he would hide something, or a trap door or something.
Okay, that'll be investigation. 21. Yeah, you scour around the house. You do find like a latch that goes down to like a cellar, but it's like a normal cellar,
Alright.
right? Like the door isn't hidden or anything like that.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything
Oh,
hidden on the top floor.
let's check the cellar then.
All right, another investigation check around the cellar.
Alright.
14. With everything moved out of the way, like, you don't have any problems searching the place up and down. There's shelving and cabinets, but it's all empty and barren. You don't notice anything, like, hidden or out of the ordinary. No, like, loose bricks or hidden door panels or anything like that. But then again, he did leave and hold up shop in the mausoleum rather than in town.
Yeah. I was just wondering if there was some kind of strange occurrence for him leaving suddenly, like he was a demon worshiper in secret or something, and he left something behind.
Well, the mayor thinks about that. It's like, well, if he was into something like that, he probably would have taken those things with him.
Yeah.
Since he never came back.
That's true. It did look like he was living in the mausoleum for a bit.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll send some people. You said the mausoleum was cleared, right?
Yes, there's still 3 skeletons standing up out front of it, but they're like non-functional now.
Well, in that case, we'll send a few people. We'll send Saint Remy to go bury the bones and do a ceremony for them. Make sure this doesn't happen again. Well, I don't know exactly what you were looking for, but I don't think there was anything here.
Doesn't seem like it. And so I still have to investigate this runic spear thing.
He looks at that as like, yeah, probably maybe take that to Jenny.
That was my next stop.
Yeah, she's the only one here with any magical knowledge. Like, I know a bit of things, but I'm not a professional like her.
Yeah. And there's a blacksmith in town, right?
Yes, there is.
I don't have... Oh, yeah, I do. Niblets.
Yeah, Niblets.
I do have her name. Yes.
Him.
Yes. Him.
Okay, so Jenny first or blacksmith first?
I want to get something made.
Okay, but you'll probably have to hire Jenny to analyze something, so...
So let's go to Jenny first.
Alright.
I don't have a lot of money, so...
Yeah. So you head on to Jenny's workshop. And, yeah, it's a shop, so you can just go on in. You don't have to knock.
Yeah.
Go on inside, and this is like a fairly modest-sized tinker shop. You see like little gadgets that are like pre-worked on, just laying around. Her tools are pretty organized. She's not a mess of a person when she's building something. And yeah, she just
everything in its proper place.
Yeah, everything in its proper place, because OCD. Anyway. Yeah, she sees you come in, and she puts down her tools. She looks like she was like tinkering with something, some small gadget or something.
Tinkering.
Tinker noises. Anyway. So, she sees you. Alright, Billboard came back safely last night.
Yeah, just needed him to open the door because I'm not strong enough. That thing was heavy.
Well, maybe I can make something for a price. Something that'll make up for your lack of... She looks at your arms like, you're not weak per se. It's just, you're not like brute force strong. Your strength is more in your reflexes.
Yeah.
In your aiming, hand-eye coordination. Maybe I can make something that'll help you deal with brute force situations.
That would be nice.
She looks at you like, yeah, you look like you couldn't afford it, so...
But I have something else for you to look at.
Alright.
Kordak was the one doing some weird rituals. I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah.
The mayor told me about him.
I remember Kordak.
Was that Grumpy one, the way she said it?
She said it in a way that sounds like, yeah, I know him, but like, didn't really care about him that much.
Alright, what do you know about him specifically, besides him being a researcher?
Well, he was more of a recluse. He kind of stayed inside all the time. He barely came out unless he needed, like, my expertise on something. Like, if he was researching and he found, like, relics in one of his books and he needed someone to explain the mechanics behind it. I usually came to me for that, so that's about the limit of our conversations.
Alright. Oh, yeah, he was behind the skeletons, and, he was doing some kind of ritual with this thing. I just pulled it out of my pocket, the runic stone sphere.
Her eyes kind of, like, sparkle a little bit when she sees it. She's, like, reaching out, can I?
Yeah, sure.
She holds this, and she kind of, like, just, like, holds it, like, spins it around, looking at each, like, the whole, like, roundabout of the ball. Alright, I could probably analyze this for you and determine what its purpose is, but for that, it will be 100 gold.
I just sigh and take out my money. I'm like, you win some, you lose some. I'm down to 0.
I mean, don't you have a little bit of money from your background?
I got silver, 5 silver, and 5 copper.
Yeah, that's right, because we did the purchase stuff so you can get the items
Yeah.
you wanted. Yeah. Alright, so you hand over the 100 gold that you found that Kordak had. At least Kordak's paying for this one.
Yeah, I'm like, you can thank Kordak for that. I found this on him.
She looks at you, like she's about to analyze, she looks at you, wait, what? Alright. Now she gets out a little monocle that when she like twists that monocle near her eye, you see all these like little magical layers of glyphs and stuff. And she begins analyzing the orb.
I like that reaction that you did for her. She's like, wait, what?
Found this on him, what? And yeah, so Jenny examines the orb, and she tells you that this is some sort of containment sphere. Something's either in this thing, or it's meant to capture something. Not really sure which is which, unless we open it. Do you want me to open it?
Probably that would be safe to do away from other beings. Like, this is a populated area. I don't know.
We're also in my shop with magic wards on the shop, so anything I work on doesn't explode outside the shop.
Just get ready for a battle in case it's something dangerous.
She pulls out a gun.
There you go.
It's like, I seriously doubt that, but She says that, but then she pulls back the hammer on the revolver, just anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
It's good to be cautious.
All right. Bird brain. So, she's like,
wow.
Slowly twisting it open. And she starts shifting the runes into a certain pattern, and then she, like a Rubik's Cube, and then twists it open. And inside is a pile of green goo.
Yeah.
She like looks over it, kind of just like.
Don't touch that. I think that's what revived the skeletons.
From what you remember, the liquid. You have a vial actually. It has residue in it.
Right.
Yeah, you have a vial of it, but it doesn't have any liquid. It just has like some residue on it. The residue is black and stinks. This just looks like actual Jello, but like melted slightly.
Jello.
Yeah. Like it has a bit of a gelatinous texture to it when she pokes
Yeah,
it with she
yeah,
pokes it with the
gelatinous.
barrel of her gun. Doesn't seem to have any harmful physical effect to it. It's just gooey. Right? But then the goo begins to bubble and expand.
Oh.
And pouring out of the sphere and onto the floor, the goo begins to take form. It becomes the shape of a young woman, about medium size. This woman is made of bright green goo substance. It has two glowing blue eyes, but shows no visible features of like actual woman's body. Like blank slate, just shapely like a woman. Right? It takes a big stretch, like it just woke up from something. She's just like, "Morning, mortals. What era am I in?"
Say again, what?
What era am
Era?
I in? Yeah. Do you just say do you just say what the era is?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no like calendar that I've made. You just say what the era is.
I'll just give her the date.
Yeah, you give her the date, and she kind of like runs some numbers in her head. Oh boy, She looks at her arm like a watch, but there's no watch. I'm 2,000 years past my alarm clock. I probably ran out of biomass to wake up properly. She kind of just like slaps her like finger or thumb on her chin to think. But you hear just a big gooey slap noise. Well then, I'm Legion, one of the daughters of Penelope, the goddess of assimilation. Don't worry, I'm not gonna eat you.
I'm just trying to do an insight or history.
Okay. And she said, in fact, I should thank you for waking me up.
History?
Yeah, history. Or actually, no, for gods, it would be religion.
Okay.
If you're trying to determine the gods.
Yeah. Religion. I'm okay at that.
10.
Or not.
You didn't know the name, but you know there's like gods for like every type of thing pretty much. Like god of assimilation. There was something about that, but you didn't know the name of it until Legion just mentioned it. Penelope, the goddess of assimilation. And apparently gods also have kids. And Legion is the daughter of Penelope, so a demigod.
Hold on, let me write this down.
Here, I'll actually...
Legion... No, I'm just writing it down in order, so I don't...
I could just paste it to you here. Legion, one of the daughters of Penelope, the goddess of assimilation.
Yeah. Alright, inside the orb, I found, not found. I spelled it with an M instead of an N by accident.
You found it. Found it.
Alright. Well, we found the orb that you were sleeping in. I guess your bed. I guess. Some halfling researcher who was raising the dead and dealing with some kind of otherworldly creatures was trying to do some ritual to your bed.
Wow, that's inappropriate.
I don't know what kind of ritual he was doing, but it's not my area of expertise. But I found him inside of a mausoleum surrounded by skeletons. And he had some kind of green creature resurrecting more skeletons.
She's actually gonna like put the pieces together here. A mausoleum, researcher, skeletons. Ooh, he probably did some research on me and my family and is probably gonna add my biomass, like she kind of like gestures to her whole slimy body, to the skeletons to make them stronger. It's a good thing it got to me in time. Where are we?
We are on Showan Island.
I don't know what that is. Well,
It's
wherever...
in the archipelago.
I don't know what that is. None of the land masses that exist now existed 12,000 years ago.
Well, basically, in the center of the planet, there's 5 islands.
Mm-hmm.
And we are on the easternmost island. They're kind of small islands.
Mm-hmm.
And we're stuck here. There's no boats.
Jenny points out, I mean, there is a boat every, like, couple weeks.
Yes.
But, like, there's just a trade boat that goes around the islands.
Yes.
I mean...
What she said.
You can get a boat to the mainlands. It's just... You would have to, like, put in a request, and it takes forever to get here. But, you know... Middle of the ocean, what can you do? So Legion's just, like, nodding. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So... If you didn't get to me in time, chances are this whole island would have been overrun by super skeletons.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah.
But I got you.
Yeah, it's like you're thinking back. You had trouble with like a handful of them.
I'm like, I'm weak. I'm thinking to myself, I'm weaker than I thought. I'm glad I got to that first.
See, you're skillful. You're not a powerhouse.
Yeah.
You have skills to pay the bills. Not a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Which makes you realize, oh man, things got a lot more dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Well, she kind of like looks to herself. Well, I have absolutely nothing on me to give you as thank you, but I'm sure I could think of something.
Okay.
Legion tries to take one step, and she just collapses into a puddle of goo on the floor. And then her like little face kind of like... have you seen My Hero Academia, Mirio?
Yeah.
You know how his face appears as surfaces?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically her face, but it's in her own goo. She looks up. Well, this won't do. A little help, please?
I try and scoop her back into her vessel.
Roll me a survival check, because there's more goo to her now than what was in the vessel originally.
Do I have any more vials to go with it?
Vials are they're the size of like a finger.
Alright,
She's a human-sized pile of goo.
Alright, I'll ask how I should assist her, because I'm a little lost.
Jenny's like looking at like the pile of goo on her floor. Well, I wasn't expecting a demigod of slimes to be in that orb. Mausoleum. Well, I don't recall something like this ever being buried in our cemetery. So Kordak probably collected it from somewhere else and brought it here.
I'm asking.
I know, but Jenny's chiming into this. Legion's actually asking, so is there like any way I can move around properly without melting into a puddle? Well, she looks at like the way her body consistency works. I could tailor a suit that could hold your biomass together and let you circulate properly through it. It would take me some time to make. Load, how about you leave her with me and I can get her situated?
It was nice to meet you, Legion.
Nice to meet you too, Load. She kind of just like, as she talks, she's like when you're blowing bubbles in milk. That's the way her mouth moves when she talks in a puddle form.
Yeah.
Right. And Jenny just like hops down off her stool, walks around the counter, and well, let me see if I can make something. She gets a mop, mops her up, squeezes her out into a bucket, and now she's in a bucket. And as this is happening, she's like, "Yay!"
Oh my god!
So Jenny will figure that out.
Yeah, to the blacksmith.
Yeah, to the blacksmith. So you take your leave, and Jenny will build a suit for Legion to wear. Legion seems useless. He's like, this magical ancient orb opens up and it's a pile of goo who's completely useless.
She's just waking up. She needs time.
She can't even solidify. And she's apparently a demigod, but like weaker than like a commoner. It's like throw her ball at the enemy, it explodes outwards, and it's just goo everywhere.
I don't have any money, but do you think Maguru would be able to figure out what this potion is?
With what you've done for her, she could probably do it, no problem.
Let's go to Maguru first.
All right, you go to Maguru's house, and yeah, she's up and at him, and she's brewing potions. Do you say anything to her?
Yes. Good morning, Maguru.
It's the middle of the afternoon. Also, she looks at you. Though you've had a long rest and you're healed up, like, you look like shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, what happened to you?
I ran into more undeads, crazy, evil, halfling named Kordak tried to kill me, and he was trying to conduct some kind of ritual.
She looks at you and like she almost got stuck in the middle of all that when she wandered off. Oh my, I really need to let my curiosity not take control.
Yeah. That would be a very good idea. It's also safer for you and healthier.
Yeah, when like she's thinking about it, she's like she has a mile long pupils miniaturized into like pin dots. She's like, oh, I could have died. I could have been.
Oh, by the way, thank you for helping me in that fight earlier.
Well, I mean, if I didn't, you would have died, and then I would have died, and then, well, we'd just be more skeletons for that whole thing.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I found this potion. I'm not sure what it does. I was wondering if you could tell me.
Oh, sure. She swipes it from you. She pulls the cork and just dabs her finger in the top of it and licks it. And then she sees her finger going transparent. Oh, this is a potion of invisibility.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice, thank you.
She puts the cork back on and hands it back to you.
Excellent. And that's pretty much it. I'd buy some potions, but I'm all out of money.
She hands you a healing potion.
You're the best. Give her a head pat.
She just like goes tee hee. Yeah. I was making some more. I didn't have enough time to make you a bunch yesterday, but she gives you like she was planning to give you 3 originally, but she only gave you 2 because timing. And she made 1 more and then hands that to you. There.
Thank you.
Now you are fully thanked for saving my life.
I appreciate it all the same.
And anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright. Well, I gotta go back to making more potions.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
And I walk out.
Okay, so you have the blacksmith. There's also the quest board. You can check that out.
Let's go to the blacksmith first.
Okay, with your silver and copper. All right.
Oh, I have a silver dagger I can trade in, and a short sword I don't need.
Well, you bought the short sword for sole purpose of like being able to 2-weapon fight as well, weren't you? Or to just have a melee weapon?
Yeah, but now that I have the silver dagger, I can get rid of the short sword.
True.
At the very least, right?
Yeah, and plus with crossbows, you can melee range attack.
Yeah.
So you go into the blacksmith. The blacksmith, Niblets, is this goblin male. He's got an eye patch, and he's currently just sharpening some blades right now. He's looking at you with his one eye while still sharpening the blade, like perfect focus.
Howdy, Niblets.
Howdy. What can I get you?
I was wondering if you could make me, quick question about my lockbox thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like, if I had a crowbar, would I be able to pry it open?
Possibly, but it's also a small lockbox. So you might damage whatever's in it.
Alright.
Yeah, when you brute force open something, it does have a risk of breaking whatever's in it.
Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm talking out of character right now. I'm afraid to ask a blacksmith on a small island to build me thieves' tools. Because they're thieves' tools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you probably couldn't afford it right now anyway.
Yeah. I'll just buy a couple extra forks.
Forks? Well, he doesn't keep forks around. He's a blacksmith, not a general goods store. Actually, wait. Was there not a general goods store?
There's the Tavern Inn. That's all you introduce. The McGrew, Niblets, Hampton, Cleric, St. Bremy, and Tinker, and Davith.
Then the tavern is probably where you can get a fork.
Alright.
You could just buy a fork off them for a copper maybe.
Yeah. I do have this.
Or if you want, you could just ask him to make it for you and trade stuff in.
Do I have anything else to trade in?
Well, you said you had that short sword.
Yeah, would he trade it for thieves' tools?
He could make you just a couple lockpicks, not the full set.
Oh yeah, that'll still help.
Yeah, the full set of thieves' tools is 50 gold and has a bunch of different tools for not just lockpicking, but doing other stuff.
Alright. I can't pay you in full, but can I trade you this short sword in for a few pieces of lockpicks?
Yeah. Takes a look at your short sword. He's like, well, it's a decent enough sword. Why would you want to trade it in for lockpicks?
Well, I found this. Take out my silver dagger.
He looks at the silver dagger. It is good and all that, but it also has been sitting in a coffin for God knows how long.
Yeah.
So it's a little dull.
Yeah. Can I get a whetstone?
That'll cost you some money. Let's see here. He can give you 5 gold for the short sword.
Okay.
Let's see. A whetstone is... A whetstone is 1 copper, so you could actually buy some whetstones if you wanted.
I'll buy a couple.
Alright, so 2 copper.
Alright. There we go.
You got 5 gold from the short sword.
Yeah. 5 gold. 5. And minus my short sword. And 1. There we go. Yeah. Alright. All done.
Okay.
And yeah. With the excess, can I get some lockpicks from you?
So just the lockpicks themselves, he can give you a set of 10.
Okay,
right? But it'll cost you the 5 gold that he just gave you.
that's fine.
So basically, you're trading.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because the lockpicks themselves are small and don't take too much material. Right?
Yeah.
So he crafts that down, but he takes the short sword as like a barter. Not to melt
Oh yeah.
down the sword, but like as valuable good.
Oh yeah.
He's eyeing up that silver dagger. He's like, I can give you 25 gold for that. But if you want to keep it and sharpen it yourself, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I'd rather keep it.
What's the point of buying the whetstones? And so with that done, you have your lockpicks now.
Excellent.
Yes. Now, do you want to check out the quest board, or do you want to try to open that lockbox?
Oh, well, I'll go around the corner and try the lockbox first.
Okay, so you go around the corner, you just like sitting by like a lamppost. Just take fucking some bitch open. All right, give me a proper normal lockpick check.
So thieves' tools.
Yep, these tools.
Alright.
15. Hold on, I actually gotta check the DC for that exact item. Because I did set an actual thing for it.
Nice.
Let's see here.
If only it was that 24, I wouldn't even have to check.
Yeah, and unfortunately the 15 is not enough. This lockbox is like, I think it's from like fiddling around with like a fork prong. You might have like fucked the lock up a little bit, so it's still tricky, and forcing it will either break lockpicks or damage the lock further, making it harder.
I just take a deep sigh. I'm like, I'll come back to you later, and I point at him menacingly and leave it for now.
It's like, your ass is mine.
Alright, let's head over to the quest board.
Alright, quest board. So there's a few requests for some like labor tasks around the village. There's someone who needs help picking some fruit from the tall trees. It pays 1 gold, but you also get 10 EXP.
Let's do it.
Alright, so you need to roll me a survival check.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're more focused on that goddamn lockbox.
I'm like,
you
damn it.
As you go up to like pick some fruits out of the trees, you end up like bumping into like the branches, because like they're a little bit inside the tree, so you have to like fly through the branches. You end up knocking them loose. They hit the ground, but these were more like softer, juicier ones. When they hit the ground, they kind of burst, ruining the fruit. So you fail that quest.
Alright.
But there is another request. Someone needs help fixing the blades on the wind turbines so they can produce electricity. The pay is 1 gold, 10 EXP. You're basically lifting Niblets up. He's going to fix the blades. Right? All you're doing is flying in place and holding him while he's fixing. It's an acrobatics, but it is a hard one because you have to hold him in place for like a few hours while he's doing blacksmith work on blades.
Alright. I'm gonna exercise a bit. Hopefully I can get advantage.
Alright, first do me an athletics check to do like stretches and stuff like that.
Yeah. Alright, yeah.
11. I'm gonna just roll a DC for this. You managed to pull a muscle in your wing. You're not sure how well you're going to be able to fly, so your acrobatics is going to be at disadvantage.
Alright, let's try it.
Alright, acrobatics. 10. Would have been 10 anyway. Every time he's about to like do something with one of the blades, you end up like losing altitude. And
So failed that quest.
Yeah, you failed that quest. You needed a 20.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I would have got it if it was the other side.
The job itself is not a complicated job. You're just flying in place for a few hours.
Yeah.
I'm
grumpy for failing my previous quest.
Yeah, you're not in the right mindset. You can't get anything done.
I just met a demigod,
yeah,
killed some stuff. Like,
yeah, you came to this island. Weird shit keeps happening. I almost
sorry
died.
about that. I'm just apologizing to
he
Niblets.
gets his ladder. He gets like his harness and stuff like that to keep him upright. He's like, it's fine. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Don't worry about it. You've been through enough last night.
Yeah.
Maguru has a request put up there. So, since she doesn't really feel too comfortable going out picking herbs herself, for a while, she wants someone else to go pick out some herbs. To pay again 1 gold, 10 EXP.
Alright.
And she gives you a book that tells you which herbs are which, with pictures and all that. So you can do a survival check. Since it's outside of your expertise, you just have a normal roll instead of disadvantage. Because the book would give you advantage, but since you know nothing about it, you would have had disadvantage. So survival.
Alright.
Regular survival.
All my rolls are terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend extra time looking.
Yeah, so you're looking around, you pick up what you assume are the herbs, you bring them back, and a lot of it's just like random grass and foliage. You picked up some moss. She looks at it, she kind of like purses her lips a little. It's like, it's not medicinal herbs, but I mean, she looks at the moss. I mean, I might be able to do something with the moss, actually.
Just take it for free.
She gives you 10 copper. You don't get any XP because you technically failed. But she gives you 10 copper because she can make some use out of the moss. Moss is a potion ingredient, but not for what she needed.
Yeah, and I handed her back the books and stuff.
How about you hold on to that? I have it memorized.
Okay, cool.
You have a herbalism book now.
Excellent.
Although it hasn't helped you much.
Nope.
Alright, well, you spent like most of the day. You said you're gonna have that rug as like just a rug mat for the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go clean it first.
Alright, you can do a survival check on that to clean it.
Oh, come on!
So as you're cleaning one end, you're scuffing your dirty boots all over the other end where you're standing. So you end up just cleaning one area and making it... Now it just looks dumb. Like the ass is clean, but the head and the shoulder and the back is all dirty. Like more dirty and smeared around. You're not having a good day. Man, first session, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20. You could barely get above 10 now.
Yeah,
see, karma rebalance itself. Well, after wasting your time accomplishing near nothing,
I'll just take it back to my house.
Yeah, just take it back to your house. I mean, it's in your house. You're at your house right now cleaning it.
Lay it down.
You can probably hunt. You're getting hungry at this point. Like it's like...
Yeah, I'm gonna go hunting.
Yeah, do some hunting. Roll survival. Wow.
No.
Not a single, not even a rabbit or a squirrel or a tiny little varmint that you can just rip the head off and eat. Nothing.
Goodbye, ration.
Yeah, you're gonna have to eat a ration to eat today. God. Holy shit. That is pathetic, all those rolls. Okay, well, after flopping around, accomplishing nothing, after, like, getting everything out of your system and all that, I was like, well, I've done all of these things and I can't do them. Fuck it. You just go back to your house, you pout. And then you just, like, an epiphany, remember something very important. You remember the something you forgot about before coming here. Or forgot about... And when you came here, that you were doing beforehand, the mark you were chasing, the criminal core shadow gaze. I'll put his name here for you. The whole reason you're up in this neck of the woods. gaze. He's the man that burned Saltstone Town over in Pandora. Then he attacked the Twin Snake Travel Company airship. He has an extremely high bounty now. The wanted poster that you had, like when you were chasing him, that's probably not even up to date anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before the ship wrecked in the storm, you were chasing around this area of the ocean. He may even be on the island, though he will probably be laying low, which is good for now, meaning he's not doing things. But what you do know that the reason he has a high bounty is whenever he does anything criminal, it's always a massive thing that devastates whatever it is that he targets. Like a town burnt to the ground.
How much daylight's left, if any?
It's like evening now. Like it's after supper. You just ate your ration, sitting down, eating. And he's like,
All right.
remember, oh shit, that's right. I was hunting that guy down.
I'm gonna go and just search around the vicinity for a few hours.
Alright, just like perimeter of the town.
Yeah.
So that would be a investigation, I guess. 12? I mean, you've been around back and forth around the immediate area of the town enough times that if there was anything related to him, you would have saw it yesterday. You know, the immediate vicinity's fine. Like, the townsfolk mostly wander out and do their own stuff as it is, so everyone usually comes back fine, unless they wander out, getting themselves in trouble.
I was thinking outside of the town, like, wandering out.
Oh,
because I've got a few hours of daylight left, right?
Oh, I mean, by the time you get there, it'd be dark then.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah.
But, like, immediate vicinity, like, the areas you know around that you've already visited, that area, you just gotta give it a look through. Nothing to be worried about. You do, though, as you, like, fly above the treetops at one point, you do see that big-ass mountain at the north end of the island. But between the town and there is just untamed wilderness. And though you can fly, you can't fly indefinitely. It's several days of travel. And you would have to stop to land and rest. And he could be hiding anywhere in the wilderness or even on the mountain. And he has green dragon wormlings that he was flying around on as his pets.
Lovely.
Like, that alone is concerned. They can fly. So you flying, not giving you an advantage. But at some point, like, you're gonna have to pick up the trail, and this island is a possible location, but you would need help getting through the wilderness.
Oh, yeah.
And probably have to stay low to the ground, because his wormlings, they're more advantageous in the air. So you would need to, like, stick to the wilderness, but below tree level, and kind of hide. Because you're above tree, you're out in the open. Anything could see you if it's flying.
Oh, yeah.
On ground level, they have to look through the wilderness like anyone else. But as you're coming back from, like, your little scouting, you're just, like, thinking about, like, how would you even go about this? Because you already have one problem that you just had to deal with. You're still trying to figure some stuff out with that. Getting to these dangerous areas of the island alone would be basically suicide. So as you're pondering how to explore the island, you are greeted with a familiar face. Legion comes walking
up. Just the face?
Well, Legion comes walking up to you, and hold on. What's your fucking picture? She like pats you on the shoulder, stands in front of you. Yo, like my new duds? Jenny made them for me. And this is what she looks like.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Her face kind of reminds me of Jack, the skeleton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has like a little skull-like structure that's in her face where her eyes are.
Yeah.
She does not have a mouth. She has like a little nose hole thing. But she does not have a
Yeah.
mouth, but yet she talks. Which is weird.
Yeah, it
She's
is
just like
weird.
looking at you, so what you pondering about so hard?
Oh, before coming to this island, I was hunting down a prey. I'm a bounty hunter.
So you thinking about fighting stuff? Can I come? I'm real good at fighting things. Well, kind of. I can't really fight, but the other me's can fight real good. What? She looks at you. What does legion mean?
Lots of money, or lots of yourself.
Yeah, basically. But I'm just me right now.
Yeah. There's more of you out there?
Yes and no. Everything is me, but not right now. The term "we are legion,"
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I need to make more of me's. So I'm not just me right now. I'm other me's that can do other things based on which
Yeah.
me is doing a thing.
Alright. So you eat stuff and become more?
Yes, actually.
Excellent.
But I need to like assimilate certain things in order to like be other me's.
Okay. What are those other things?
Well, I
like
mean,
deer?
she
People?
she holds up her sphere, so like she points out, okay, so this one's a wolf, this one's a bird or bat. I'm not sure. The people who made this were really bad at drawings, and this one's a toad. And she like looks at the faded part. I don't know what the hell this is. So I need like a wolf, a flying thing, and a toad.
Let's try and incite the other one.
It would be more of a history.
Okay. Yeah.
You have
Nope.
no idea, and she already does have no idea.
Maybe we'll figure out the fourth one later.
Well, whatever. Anyway, she kind of like just puts the spear into like her biomass. Just it's like when someone's putting something down like their shirt to like hold it.
Yeah, yeah.
She does that, but like merges into her body. Okay. She like looks at like everything. Her eyes glow in the dark, so she's kind of like a minor light source that people. I mean, from a distance, she looks like her eyes look like two will-o-wisps in the darkness.
Cool.
But also that kind of gives away location, so she's bad at stealth.
Oh yeah.
Tell you what, when it's not dark out, we can go into the wilderness past the cemetery and we can see what monsters are out there, and then I can eat them, and then I can show you what I can do. But you can't kill them. If they're dead, they're just a meal. I need to eat them when they're alive but weakened.
Okay.
She like points her finger in your face. No killing. No killing.
Just give her a serious stare at her. Folding eyes, nod.
Okay. And she kind of just like, you see her kind of like go out into like a patch of grass, sit down, and just like her suit it adjusts to whatever shape she takes. So she turns into just like a ball of goo. And her suit changes shape to fit like the shape of her goo. So she's just a big ball of goo in the suit. Yep. And like you can see her face from like the neck, the collar area of the suit. And her face is just poking up, and she's gone to sleep. And little tiny Z's are coming out, and then popping like little bubbles.
I'm half tempted to poke her to see what happens, but no, I won't.
Well, you just mentioned, assimilating creatures into her body, so
yeah,
maybe don't do that for your safety.
Yeah. And I'll head back to rest for the night then.
All right, you go back to sleep. Before bed, do you want to give that damn lockbox a piece of your mind?
Yes, and yes.
You
Ah!
just barely got that sucker open. Yeah, you're fiddling around with it. You're just like, fucking goddamn it! I'm not letting you have this. I want this. I need this. Click. And like the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time chest opening sequence, even though it's a tiny little thing, you open it up and inside is this little thin piece of wood with a little like blue crystal thing on the tip.
Is it a wand?
Roll an Arcana. It's a stick with a crystal. You don't know what that means.
Alright. How big was that purple gem? Because it was
Purple gem.
it
was in his hand, like through the palm of his hand. So it, not bigger than the hand, obviously.
Yeah, and he's a halfling, so it's pretty small in general.
For you, it would like be like a golf ball in the center of the palm of your hand.
Alright.
Yeah. But it's not like a perfect sphere or anything. It's just a jagged magic crystal. So if you push up that in your hand, it's gonna hurt like hell. You're gonna fuck your hand up. But your hand will not be able to use weapons, so you can't use two-handed weapons.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't thinking of sticking in my hand or something. I was thinking of like sticking in my wrist or not wrist, like forearm. And have the medical Saint burn me around when I do it, so that she can heal me up with the thing in my arm.
Okay. So you'd have to do that the next day.
Yeah. I was just wondering in general for yeah.
But yeah, you can try that later. So yeah, you finally got whatever's in the chest in the little lockbox. You have no idea what it is. It's a stick with a crystal, and you're like looking at this other magic crystal. It's like covered in blood still. The blood's like dried into it at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna just give that a rinse.
Yeah, you have water.
Yeah,
you can wash things the old-fashioned way. So you just like pour a bucket of water, kind of just like rub it around in the water, just with your fingers scrubbing it, getting the blood off. Yeah, and you flick it off. It's clean now. Water doesn't seem to have any effect to it. You know, it doesn't short circuit and explode. Anyway, you head to bed after a failed day of disappointing everyone.
Yeah.
Right? And you wake up.
Damn you, crappy rolls.
You wake up, and outside your window you see something moving around.
Perception.
Right, perception.
Though I already think it might be Legion.
Well, you just go up to your window and you look outside, and yes, it is Legion. She's still in her ball form, and she's just rolling around like a ball. You just hear like muffled through the like, because you're inside, you hear just like a muffled noise of woo as she's rolling around in circles.
And
she starts bouncing up and down as a ball. Boing, 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 boing.
Let me see if I can get her attention and wave at her.
What do you want to do or say? Just wave at her?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll perception for her.
Because I'm still in the house. I haven't gone outside or anything.
Yeah. She does not seem to notice you.
Alright. I'll just wash my face. Kind of clean my feathers a bit and go out.
You haven't had a bath since like before going out in the woods the first session.
Yeah, I'll take a bath.
Yeah, you just take a bath. You're filthy. You just clean your wings. You start preening them like a bird. Right? You dry them off. You give them like a big wing stretch, flick, get all the water off. And do you head outside? Or are you gonna do something else first?
No, I got nothing else. I'm gonna leave the lockbox in my house.
Okay. Are you taking the stick?
The stick, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. So you have a lockbox in your house you can use to just store personal shit. It's tiny, like it's just a little handheld lockbox. It's not
Yeah.
big. It only fits the stick and the little crystal that's on the stick.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go outside and Lita's just bouncing up and down. Then she sees you.
Morning, Legion.
Sorry, what's your character? Load. Morning, load. Boing, 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 boing. She seems
You're having fun?
She seems energetic like a small child. Early in the morning, she's just like balls to the wall, bouncing around.
So how long were you planning on sleeping in the first place?
Well, not 12,000 years.
Yeah, I imagine that.
I don't even know if any of my kind exist anymore. So this is gonna be a fun awakening. It's like going through
I'm sure
time.
there's slimes somewhere around the world, but I don't think they're
Slimes,
quite as...
yes, probably. They don't really die. But I'm talking about like a little like tendril comes out of the head of the ball of sphere, ball of goo from the collar. A little tendril comes out and then like points back down at her. I'm talking about my kind, like ones that are like me. I don't know if they even exist anymore. Gods can die in a sense, but usually something takes its place. But since I was sealed away, I have no way of telling anymore. In fact, oh man, like normally gods can sense each other if they're on the same plane of existence. And though I'm a demigod, I can at least sense my siblings. I sense nothing. I'm like blank brain.
Insight that.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, you have no idea. She just seems to like. You don't know if it's just she's still waking up, or has she lost her powers, or maybe some sort of stasis from like being asleep for too long is fucking her up. You have no idea. But for a demigod, she seems pretty pathetic and useless.
Yeah.
She could turn into a ball and bounce up and down and be adorable. That's about it.
Oh, at least she can be adorable.
I mean, that can't kill things. No, I can't.
Kill things with kindness.
Oh, that's kindness, not adorable. They're two different things.
I know. Shall we go out and explore?
She starts rolling like a ball forward.
Alright, I'll go with her.
Alright, so you reach the cemetery, and just past the cemetery, there's just like.
Alright, on the way to the cemetery, can I do a quick survival check to see if I can hunt any game?
Yes. 18. You do manage to find a couple rabbits.
Got those later for food.
No, you have to shoot them.
Okay.
Yeah, so roll to hit.
Alright. And crossbow?
Yeah, that's really the only thing you have. Alright, so 8 plus 2 is 10. So yeah, that would hit a rabbit.
Thank God.
Yeah, so you got one. Do you want to quickly shoot the other?
Yeah.
Alright, roll again. That unfortunately missed.
Yeah.
You managed to get one, so you got a rabbit, and since it's a challenge rating 0, you get 10 EXP. See? EXP games work differently.
Yeah. I'll collect my bolts. again and move on.
So like
And
she's still in ball form, but then she bumps into a tree. She tries to like move around. It bumps into another tree. It's like, okay, this isn't working. She kind of just shape changes back into humanoid shape, dusts
yeah.
herself off. Her face, or like the slime of her face, is kind of like dented inward and slowly just like oozes back out to normal. like liquid metal. Just
yeah.
all right, let's
And
go.
I just got the smirk on my character's face as I see that.
And while you're out here, you can also like keep. I mean, you're going to be traveling while you do this, but like you can keep an eye out for anything that might relate to Core Shadow Gaze.
Or what's his name was doing around the area.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, him, you kind of already like dealt with his shit.
yeah, but
the creature, the little
he
green
found
creature.
shit in ruins probably, so I'm looking for signs of anything.
You were told by, I believe it was Jenny, that the sphere that he was working on, that Legion was in,
Yeah.
wasn't buried here. So
Okay.
it was from somewhere else, or someone gave it to him.
Alright.
But yeah, things to keep an eye out for.
Yeah.
Like, you have things to keep an eye out for. But as Legion's walking through the forest, she's just skipping through the forest like a little kid, not a care in the world, just going tra la 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 la.
Alright, I'm gonna keep a few feet away while stealthing and trying to move forward.
Okay, roll stealth. 18? Okay. Finally a decent roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm making sure she's aware of me, but I'm keeping, like, as little visible as possible and moving quietly.
Alright, so, as you tail her, she's going ahead and you're keeping distance from her. Roll perception. As you're walking along, besides those rabbits that you managed to find, just like yesterday when you were trying to hunt, there doesn't seem to be there's no small game or larger, which is weird considering this area past the cemetery isn't affected by the town, and it's more thicker, untamed forest. So it's weird.
So no wildlife.
Yeah, there's no wildlife. It's weird.
No crickets, no small insects, noises, no.
No, it's silent. Besides Legion. Legion just seems to be like... Yeah, Legion just seems to be like crouching in every bush, looking up every tree, even sticking her face in every pond and puddle. It's like she's looking for something, but like they're small things that wouldn't really hide an animal.
Mm-hmm.
And I just need like at least one animal, some kind of similar creature in order to prove what I'm capable of. She's like going from one bush to another. There's nothing around here.
Can I insight her to see if they're scared of her and just avoiding the area because of her?
You would have to do a general insight on the situation, not on her.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do then.
Okay.
Or is it something else?
Roll insight. You don't know.
Yeah.
But to be fair, before Legion was doing this, there wasn't really any game when you were trying to hunt. Like,
yeah.
Near the town, too.
Alright. Let's move on. I didn't even see anything, so...
Yeah. You could try and help her find an animal. It's just going to be a higher survival check. See if you can track
Alright. Survival check?
I mean, she's technically helping you because you're both looking for animals, so you have advantage. 22. You didn't need it. Which is good because you need a 20. You do find some weird tracks. This will be a nature check to determine what they are.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck this is. And this is definitely something you've never hunted before, and they're fucking weird.
How big is it from the prints?
Bigger than your hand.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I could help. Follow along the tracks.
Legion goes into ball form and starts following the tracks through the forest. And yeah, they're just really big, weird-shaped creature prints. You don't even know what they resemble.
Alright.
Following the tracks, you find some blood stains and signs of fighting, like animal fighting.
Yeah. This
There-
is odd.
yeah, there's claw marks in the dirt and the trees. The ground is smeared around like something got pushed into the ground and then dragged around on its back. And the tracks go east, and the bloodstains become more heavy and numerous all over the place. Like something was being ripped apart.
This doesn't bode well. Let's investigate quietly.
Okay, roll stealth.
Yes!
24. I'm gonna roll Legion stealth. Average. Yeah, you managed to like you this all seems to be ground based. You kind of just like float just not above the tree lines, but like just where the tree branches start to get like too high up.
Mm-hmm.
You just float up there quietly. And Legion's kind of just like sneaking around, pretending she's like secret agent, Mission Impossible. Hide behind trees, doing barrel rolls.
I can just picture herself. I know she can't right now, but for some reason I can just picture herself rolling a few feet, then making herself look like a bush. Rolling a couple feet, looking like a tall or a small tree.
Shape changing into the environment.
Yeah.
You eventually come up to a grove. Stop the music. You're hunting. You eventually come up to a grove and you hear a deep growling snore.
Perception.
Perception?
I'm in the air, so I think I could have advantage.
It would still be regular roll. You're above the ground, but not high up. 5. Legion here. Does Legion notice things? Ooh, net 20. Legion, you see Legion down underground. She's like making like weird like arm gestures quietly. She has like a stoic face. She's trying to like gesture to things. She's pointing, flapping her arms around, making nami hand bites, and pointing further with both hands forward.
Alright, I'm looking at where she's pointing forward.
You see up ahead is like a wolf-like creature, but it doesn't look like any wolf you've ever seen before. Roll a nature to try to figure out what type of wolf this is, if it's even a wolf.
Does it look intimidating?
It looks covered in blood, like it just murdered a bunch of things, like the dead body of creatures that's all around it.
Does it look hurt at all?
It's covered in blood, but it doesn't seem to be its own blood. You don't know what the fuck this is. It looks like a monstrous type of wolf.
Okay.
But it's asleep.
Does it have wings or anything?
No, it does not have wings.
And it's in a clearing, you said, right?
Yeah, it's clear. In fact, I'll bop you into the map. There.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's asleep over there in the distance. Yeah.
Alright, I just gesture her to wait. I'm gonna fly up above it.
Okay. She's looking around for like something to hide in. Let's see if she can notice something to hide in. Okay. She gives you.
I'm gonna be like 60 feet up.
Okay.
She's just don't want to get too close to this.
Yeah, she's gonna like jump in the bushes over here. Just. And she
Right.
just like pokes her face out, but like the leaves and the twigs are all like inside her slimy face. Okay, so you
That
are.
looks interesting. We'll check that out after battle.
Okay. So it is a sleep. Roll me a stealth to try and sneak up on it, because you're still far away from shooting. Okay, I don't. Can I even get? I could. Oh, wait, it's a perception. Oh, I forgot to switch its thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be such a whisper. I forgot to switch that. But yeah, it does not notice you. It's still asleep.
I'm gonna flap up, like, there, but like almost 60 feet in the air,
Okay.
just so I still have advantage.
Okay. And those are like tree branches that are like gnarled and stretched out from trees.
Uh,
So you can like kind of perch onto one.
no, I'm still flapping in the air, so
Okay.
yeah.
Right. So you can take a surprise round on it.
And let's do this.
Okay, so 14. That hits.
Uh-huh.
Well, 14 plus 2, that's advantage. So 9. Yeah, the first shot, it wakes up, it lets out a horrifying monster of a roar. And it's looking around, trying to see if it can find you. It doesn't notice you.
Roll initiative, even though it doesn't see me yet.
Oh yeah, roll initiative. You had your surprise attack.
Yeah. Yes!
All right, well, you're going first. Hold on, just gonna get battle music. All right. So this thing wakes up. It's fucking big, and it's no longer asleep. So get rid of that symbol. And it's like looking around, sniffing, trying to like find you. So it is your turn.
I'm gonna shoot it a couple times, hopefully.
Okay, 16 plus 2. Yeah, that definitely hits. 7. It gets shot again, and now realizing that it like got shot in the back because you're above it, it looks up and sees you, and it begins to speak.
Okay.
But it speaks in a language that you don't understand.
I don't understand you.
Yeah, just like it. Let's say like some snarls and barks. And
I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, bonus action.
Yeah.
8 plus 2, 10. That misses.
And that's my turn.
All right. This boy's turn. He is gonna sniff around. Ooh. I have to roll for the Legion here.
Oh.
Okay. It does not notice Legion, but it seems to be sniffing around for something. It's like sniffing around. It sees a tree, and does it have a climb? No, it does not. However, it is going to like barrel forward and like try to climb up the tree. Hold on here. Ooh, you see this thing climbing up the tree like a bear or like a cat, just climbing up the tree, and is now on the branch with you. You feel the branch starting to like weigh down. It's like prowling slowly, trying to get towards you, but it's reached the end of its movement.
My turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. This thing also moves like the fucking Dickens.
Alright. I'm still some 60 feet in the air?
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna go over here and shoot at it.
Okay.
Hold on. How far is it from me? I gotta get my range
Yeah,
correct.
you have a 30-foot shot.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna move over to here first. Yeah. And then shoot it a couple times and move further away.
Where were you before? You were what, like here?
I was right here before.
Right there?
Yeah.
So you move 15 feet.
Yeah. And yeah.
15 plus 2, that hits. Oops.
Resolve.
10, ooh.
How's this thing looking?
It's got some crossbow bolts in it and it's looking pretty beat up. But it's
Because
still...
I don't want to kill it.
Oh, I know, but it looks like it could still take another shot.
Alright.
Unless you net 20
see.
explode its head off.
Oh, don't do that.
23 plus 2, so 25, 7. Yeah, you shoot it, it's getting weak. It still wants to try to jump at you though. And do you want to move the other 15 feet?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
Alright.
I'm kind of on what looks like a cliff face too, over top of a cliff face. So if it charges at me, huh?
Yeah, I was saying yeah.
I'm gonna say if it charges at me, it's gonna jump down a gap too. So.
Yep. It takes like a kind of like a crouch, and then it runs, jumps at the edge of the branch here, and the branch leans down and he somersaults. Well, not somersaults, but like what's it called? Trampolines himself off. He has a 50-foot movement, so he's gonna try to bite you midair.
Okay.
Yeah. Natural 20.
I think I'm dead.
Let's see. Well, actually, what's your HP?
20.
So you are knocked unconscious. It did 14 plus 6, right? However, it falls, because again, the cliff, it does fall and knock itself out. You also are knocked out and you fall to the ground, but Legion comes out and catches you. You fall,
Sweet.
you fall into like the springy gooiness of her. So you're unconscious, and so is this big ass creature.
Alright.
Yeah, so battle over. You don't die. You're just unconscious. But yeah, I was like, okay, this thing's gonna try to like slingshot itself off of the tree branch. It does.
It succeeded.
20. Yeah, it did a nat 20 with a 22 on the other side, so it would have hit regardless. Yeah, and if you didn't die or didn't get knocked out, it would have grappled you and knocked you down anyway, because when these creatures bite, they knock things prone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have got knocked down regardless. So yeah, this thing you both hit the ground. I'm gonna say, since you technically didn't beat it, you don't get EXP. You got knocked out.
It's fine.
Yeah, it technically finished itself off by falling, and then Legion saved you, so you don't get EXP for this.
That's fine.
Yeah. However, you don't die,
which is good.
Yeah, and Legion eats it. And then when you wake up,
I wake up.
You see the creature that you just got like the shit kicked out of, looking back at you, but it has Legion's eyes.
Legion?
And it speaks as Legion's voice through this creature's mouth. Yeah?
You got bigger.
I know. I ate it. Alright.
Excellent.
This thing was a warg.
very dangerous.
Yeah, you almost
Or
died. You're like,
yeah,
I feel like crap.
I do. I feel like
You can do a short rest.
yes. Let me do a
Or
short
if you want, you
rest.
can use your second wind and then a short rest. Could you get it back on a
Let's
short?
do that.
Yeah,
Save a hit dice just in case I need it.
yeah. Second wind.
Maybe. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
plus one more. I forgot to add the level up in it.
Uh,
So you heal 4.
yeah. Alright.
Go into second wind, and where it
Alright.
says the +2 there, right?
Yeah.
Or so where it says the +1, make it a 2.
Alright.
Where the healing part is. You'll see.
Alright.
All right. So you heal up, and then you can do a short rest.
Short rest.
Yep.
Hit dice.
Yep. Hit dice.
5. And then
17. Yeah, you should be at full now.
yep.
Mm-hmm. And you get your second wind back, so you're good. There you go. All right. So
Very nice.
as you're doing as you're just like resting there up against the mountainside, she's just running back and forth.
Can I have my bolts back?
Yep.
No, I'm asking her because she ate the body.
She spits them out.
Cool.
She just starts running around.
You're energetic.
Blah. Spits out the crossbow bolts.
I'm gonna wipe them off on the grass.
They're all gooey and bloody. And she goes back to normal form. Now I can help you fight.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So she basically has the stats of a warg now while fighting?
No, she has her own stats.
Okay.
But she has the attacks and abilities of whatever form she takes.
Cool.
Yeah. But for the most part, yeah, she turns into whatever she eats. And like
Nice.
whatever their special trait is of that form, she has that when she's in that form.
Cool.
So she has a ground creature. She's like, all right, so now I need. Yeah.
Amphibious thing like a frog and a bird.
Well, you seem to be better at fighting flying things. Well, maybe. I don't know. This thing jumped in the air and took you down in one shot. But
Yeah.
I should be, if we stay on the ground, I should be able to help.
Alright.
Right? So we should find a flying thing, so then we can both fly afterwards.
Before that, I kind of flap up here, and I want to investigate this rock.
Okay. Investigate. It's a rock with a rune stone, but you don't understand rune stones.
How big is this rock?
Too heavy for you to carry. It's like a rock
Alright.
that you could use as like a chair.
Alright, I'm gonna copy the runestone.
Okay, just write it down.
Yeah.
Legion like slowly skittles her way up. Like instead of walking around the little cliff.
Copied runestone found on a stone in the clearing where war was. Alright.
Okay. So let's go and try to find a flying creature.
Alright.
Okay, so
Boring some more.
yeah, she turns into a warg.
Can you sniff it out with your warg nose?
Yes, I can. So Well, she has advantage. Or wait, she doesn't have advantage on survival checks, but she does have advantage on perception checks.
I'll look for the survival.
Okay, so she can give you advantage.
Alright.
Right, so 20. There you go. It's good to have companions.
Oh yes.
All right. You find a small cavern near the warg den. In fact, it's
Okay.
literally like right north of where you are right now on the same map.
Oh nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Nice.
Oh.
Alright. Up here. Gesture while flapping over.
She borks over. It's like, it's a bit too big for her.
Yeah.
She goes normal form.
Stealth.
Okay, stealth. Legion to stealth. Well, have you watched SpongeBob?
Sometimes in the past, yes.
You know when SpongeBob walks, he has that like that squishing
The
squeaky noise.
squishy sound, yeah.
That's the sound of her footsteps.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's not very stealthy with a 7.
Alright.
You, on the other hand, you're good.
Before entering, can I just scope out the rest of the map? Because there's still dark spots in case I miss anything.
No, that's everything.
Okay. Alright, in we go.
Okay. So you go inside, and inside is pretty big. Actually, I'll just bump you over into the map. Yeah, you go inside, it turns, and you have dark vision out to 60 feet.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, it's a small cavern, but the inside's fairly big. Any man or creature could be living in here.
I see bones on the ground, so I'm gonna go investigate them.
Okay. Reveal more area.
Just to see how old they are, what kind of creature. Oh, wow, there's more.
Yep, as you go inside, it's like, ooh, bone. Oh, more bones. A lot of bones. There's blood everywhere.
Those look like human bones.
Yeah, there's human bones, other creature bones, all kinds of stuff in there.
How tall was the cave itself?
The entrance, not too tall, but as you go inside, it does widen out, especially in the bigger part of the cavern.
Alright, I'm gonna look up to see if there's anything on the roof while flying higher.
Okay, roll perception.
Before flying higher, sorry.
Okay. 16. Let's see here. From where you are, you don't see anything. Remember, you only
So
see
I'm gonna.
out to 60 feet in any direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly high.
Okay. It's about a 40-foot height to the ceiling. Right, so you can see the ceiling from the ground just fine.
Did my investigation turn up anything from the bones?
Yeah, these look a lot like human bones. There are some creature bones, like other animals, just regular animals. But yeah, there is a lot of definitely people bones in here.
Humanoid or like halfling size?
Humanoid. Halflings would be
Okay.
humanoid.
Alright, so I'm 40 feet up in the air around this area.
Yeah, you notice like pillars leading up from like the ground to the ceiling. You still don't see anything.
Alright, I'm gonna kinda. How tall is this pillar here?
I'm the same height as the ceiling.
I'm gonna kind of plop my way over and look around both sides.
Okay. Let's see. What's your? I gotta reveal the map up to 60 feet. Okay, you can see all around for here. Hold on.
Just for reference.
Yeah, you can see all right through there. Okay, and roll me a perception check. Since you're in further into the darkness. 5. Don't notice it. Someone's texting me. Oh my god.
Here you go.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't see anything. Remember, dark vision is also shades of gray.
Yeah.
So it's hard to determine something if it's like just blending into the scenery. So you don't actually notice anything. Legion kind of walks in. She's like poking at some bones here. She like takes one, kind of like sucks it into her. It's like, it's empty. Just loops it back out. And as she does that, you do hear like a weird low pitch screech. But like not like screaming or like it's like a almost like a tiny screeching noise. Somewhere in the cave and echoes.
Perception again?
Sure.
Or could it be investigation instead?
And that would be for the noise. I would say do a nature check.
Yeah.
10. You do know that bats like to live in caves.
I whispered down to her bats somewhere.
Bats? Oh, that's awesome. I want to be a bat. I could be Bat Legion. Bat Legion.
Can I make a suggestion? Try grabbing one of the bones and throwing it up into the air.
Okay. She picks up a bone and just like tosses it. Tosses it. No.
I get ready to shoot anything that moves towards it.
Tosses it out over there. And as that happens, grab, move. Descending down like a big swoop. From like over here in the corner. There.
Okay.
It like swoops down going this way, trying to grab whatever the noise was. And you see this huge bat creature swoop down.
Lovely.
It's like, oh, it's a giant bat.
Can I get my free shot?
Yeah, no opportunity attack because you're held in action.
Aha!
11. No, that does not hit.
All
right. Legion.
I'm still stealth though.
As far as you know.
Because it didn't even hit him. Yeah, as far as I know.
Yeah. Where is...
No! I was doing so good on initiatives too.
Okay, and just gonna do that. Where is my battle music? Alright, so this thing swoops down. It swoops down low to get to the ground. And it's kind of just flapping in place. On initiative, Legion turns into whatever animal form she chooses first. So she's within biting range, so she's gonna run up and try to bite it.
Aha!
Double nat 20.
Oh wow. Very nice.
And let's see. This thing has to do a strength save or be knocked prone. And oh, it passes. but it still takes the damage, which is moderate. Alright, so she goes up and bites this thing, but it manages to like flap out of the way, not getting pinned. And I think that's all Legion can do.
Alright.
Yeah, that's all she's got. Your oh no, sorry. Giant Bat's turn. Alright, so. Oh yeah, this thing knows exactly where you are. 1, echolocation. 2, blind sight.
Yeah.
You're within its blind sight range, it just knows where you are.
Alright.
Alright, so it is going to. Since this creature invaded its den, it thought it was the creature outside, it's going to attack Legion. And that is also a nat 20. Jesus Christ. Nat 20s everywhere. So Legion is not looking too good already.
Shit.
Like, oh my god, load, help me!
Alright.
Bark, bark, bork, bork.
My turn?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna fly over here. So I'm still in the air. And shoot it.
Okay. So 14, that hits.
Uh-huh.
-6. Okay, that hit it. Hit him in the wing.
And I'm gonna use action surge.
You have your bonus action attack still.
I know, but let's just regular attack then.
Yeah, that definitely hits. 8. Yeah, it's still going.
Alright, how hurt is it?
Pretty hurt, but like it looks like it's still gonna fight back.
Alright, let me just minus my arrows. And then, action surge.
Okay,
Yes.
so you get one more shot.
Yeah.
So 8, 19, that hits. 5. It seems to be getting weak and like kind of slowly like descending to the ground level, like flapping weaker and weaker. Okay, and that's your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Legion.
Seats it.
Yep. Alright, she eats that, and you see her start flapping upwards as she goes from her warg form to her giant bat form. But the bat has her eyes still. and it speaks. It's like, everything looks weird. Oh, I got blind sight. She's flying around. I have blind sight.
Blind bat, help me look to see if there's anything interesting among these bones.
They just look like bones.
I'm gonna investigate anyways.
Okay. She's gonna turn into her warg form and just kind of like brush through them. Just boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Just like a dog running around in a pile of leaves.
I don't think I found anything.
No, you did not. It just seems to be piles of bones and refuse.
Let me investigate the rest of the cave, though I doubt I'd find anything.
Okay.
I just clicked it. Where is it? There we go.
It's a cave.
Yeah. Alright.
You don't,
let's get out of here. It's just a cave.
It's a bat cave, but not the bat cave. There's nothing here. Also, since the two of you fought it together, let's see, giant bat. So you each get 25 EXP. How much what's your EXP at?
885.
8. Okay, so you need 15 more to level up. Right. Legion's like, well, I'm tired. She's just gonna lay down here and just take a short rest. She sleeps. Actually, she's gonna turn into bat form, flap up to the ceiling, hang upside down, flap her wings around her body, and just go to sleep for like a nap. You can do the same to get your action surge.
Before that, I'm gonna dress this rabbit.
Okay, so you can do that. Survival.
Yeah.
You kind of just hack it to pieces. You don't even skin it properly. You just have mangled rabbit parts now. Still has some hide on it.
I'll leave it to drain.
Okay, you leave it to drain.
I just want the meat at this point. There's no point for the fur.
I know, but I mean, like, if you want the meat, it still has fur on it.
I know. I'll try and clear it up the rest later. For now, I'll just drain it.
Alright, so you just slice it open. It is still mangled.
Oh, yeah.
It's just bleeding there on the side, and you just take a break. And I gotta roll Legions some hit dice here. That's a what? D8? What's the D8? Here's D8. That's 1 plus con, so roll our second one. That's the same thing. Alright, she got a rest. She's not fully back together, but she's good.
Alright. How hurt is she?
Oh, she's fine.
Alright.
Missing a little bit of HP, that's it. But she has her bat form and her warg form, and she seems more and more intimidating as she gains animal forms. Alright, well, let's go find ourselves water creature.
We go.
Alright, so we head on back out. Let's see. Alright, now we just need an aquatic creature to complete the set. Onward, Birdman, to the ocean, or a pond, or something. Whatever. Alright, so roll me a survival, try to find a body of water that might have a creature. She will help, so advantage. 21, 21. Alright, well, that's more than enough. After flying around together, she's flying around as her bat. She has echolocation and blind sight, so she can see, she knows the location of anything within 60 feet of her. She's just flying around, her eyes are like, oh god, sunlight, it hurts, but bats. You do find a pond. It's like connected to a river, but like there's this one area that's like kind of concentrated as a pond. It's not a big pond, but one big enough that creatures could live here. And I'll just boop you over. Oh, there. All right.
I'm gonna fly up.
She's gonna go into warg form and just stay at the edge of the water. And just like she drinks from the water and she like splashes at it with her paws. Okay, so
I'm gonna be up like 40 feet.
All right, so if there's a creature, you would have to try and lure it out. How do you want to lure it out?
I have? Ooh, I got an idea. I fly down and I take out my hempen rope. I hand it to her.
Okay. She
bites it. I tie. Huh?
She bites it in her mouth.
Okay. I tie the rabbit to the other end. It's mangled anyway, so.
Yeah. You just like kind of squish it together, tie it up in a bundle. And you're going to use that as rope, as a bait?
Yeah.
Okay.
Toss the other end into the water. Okay. And I fly back up.
You fly back up? All right, so Leeds is like, so what do I do? And she gets a tug. And
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
she's gonna pull as hard as she can. That versus. Hold on, I have to get the creatures.
I'll assist. I'll fly back down as soon as I see this.
Oh, hold
Kind
on.
of
Well,
pull with
you
her.
won't be able to do that immediately because
Yeah, never mind.
the tugging's immediate.
Yeah.
So that'll be. All right, she manages to like start dragging this thing out, and coming out onto like the surface is
A tentacle monster.
no. I just realized that she would be backing up in order to pull it. And out pops this giant toad-like creature.
This could be dangerous for me.
Yeah. This thing is like biting onto like the thing and then being dragged out. And she's like a dog pulling on a rope, trying to pull this thing out. And roll initiative.
She
Ooh.
got a high initiative. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, this thing comes out. And how high did you say you were?
40 feet.
40 feet? Alright, hold on. Okay, so... I'm just trying to understand, because I don't use a lot of these creatures.
It's fine. Take your time.
Because they have swim, land, and jump. Oops. Okay, so the tongue doesn't really have reach to it. Okay.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is weird. You'd think it would have reach.
Yeah.
All right,
Maybe
well,
this monster hasn't been updated.
no, I think these are just regular creatures. I know the frogs do, but the toads are different. Anyway, it is going to do a long jump over to here, high jump up to here, and it lets out like this big croak. And
Okay.
jumping out of the water is another one.
Okay.
And then another one. And Lisa's like, oh, there's a lot of them. I only need one. So you can kill the rest.
Play tag with them. Avoid them while I shoot them to death.
She looks around at all the water. I mean, I can try.
You can still change into a bat.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So that was the Toad's turn. Legion's turn. Alright, well, she's going to turn into a bat. And what is her bat speed? Oh, it's actually just her base speed. Alright. Alright, so she is going to fly over next to you. Now you have a giant bat next to you. Alright, this one is going to do a long... Let's see, how does this fucking jump work? Does it need to move? No, it's a standing, so it does not need to do a running start. Alright, so this thing is going to springboard forward and try to hit one of you guys before splashing back into the water. And does a 22 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 8 piercing and 4 poison. So 12 in total. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that's 6, 8 HP, not 12. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, and it splashes back in the water, and you can't see it. Second one is, it doesn't have quite the distance, but it is going to long jump over to here. And they're just looking at you with their big old frog eyes. Load, you almost died.
I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna take a shot at this one since it just moved.
Here, I'll put colors on them. Yeah. Red, blue,
Right.
and the other one. Green. Natural 20, yeah, that hits. So 13. Good starting damage.
Yeah.
And that is 15 that hits. 5. Okay. Well, that one's still good to go, though.
I'm gonna use Action Surge on it. Just
Okay.
try and pump one down as quickly as possible, so
Okay.
less attackers.
Nat 1 misses.
Yeah.
So how high are you right now?
Still 40 feet, but I'm gonna go up
Okay.
higher.
Just remember, you do have disadvantage when you're out too far.
Oh yeah, I know. I can still fly lower and higher, so I'm gonna go up just enough so I can get into range again. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you fly up higher. They would not be able to reach you at this point, even with like perfect standing leap.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So this boy's turn. He is going to splash back down in the water. And he's like, this isn't going good. She's going to try to do a dive attack. Well, dive bite.
Yeah.
17 hits. Alright, so... Okay. That does 9 points of damage. Her bat bite doesn't have any special effects, so...
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see, she was right there. Oh, she moves now, she can get attacked. She's gonna stay right where she is. Alright. And these other toads are going to swim away.
I kill it randomly.
Yeah, they just bail out.
Hey, we can lure more. It didn't even eat the rabbit.
No, it ate rabbit.
Oh,
You no longer have that rabbit.
curse is.
Anyway, toad's gonna bite. 7 actually misses, Legion.
Nice.
Yay, she's not dying today. And
Excellent.
Load, it's your turn. This thing does have some injuries to it, remember.
Yeah. How hurt is it?
It's still fighting Legion, so...
I'm gonna shoot to subdue.
Alright. Yeah, that's another thing. You can state subdue damage.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that was a little too subdue.
Yeah. And aim again to subdue. Yeah.
22, that hits.
Right.
But you... yeah, it looks pretty weak now.
Alright.
And the other frog's kind of fucked off, so... Legion is going to... Rum, 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 rum.
I'm gonna collect my bolts again.
Okay. And that's it.
Yay!
You helped her get her animal forms. Yeah. All right. So let's see. You did defeat one, so that is divided in half. Erg. You each get 100 EXP.
Oh wow, nice.
That should level you up.
For level 3.
Mm-hmm.
Again. Much HP? 6?
6 plus your con.
Which is 2, so 8.
Yeah, so you get 8. So you're at 28. Your
Maximum.
yeah.
I'm still at 8 HP.
No,
yeah.
you're. It's based off the amount of damage you take, so you're increased by 8. So your
So 16.
Yeah, current is only there.
Alright. Sweet.
Yeah, because you had 12 damage taken. Yeah, so that makes sense. Okay. And Legion turns into a frog and jumps in the water. Sploosh.
You're excited now?
She starts splashing around, jumping on stuff.
While she does that, I'm gonna explore the rest of the map.
Okay.
See if I can find any more of those rooms.
Investigation.
Or other game. Yeah.
Well, investigation to see if you can find the runes. There's no runes here.
Alright. Let's see if there's any more game here.
Okay, survival. If there was, it ran away.
Yeah.
As in the frogs, they ran away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, toads. Alright, she kind of pops up on shore.
Collect my rope again.
Turns back to normal. I'm tired. She plops down.
Maybe away from the river a bit.
She crawls. Plops down. I'm tired.
Can we see this map now? Or is that the actual end of the map?
Well, I mean, that's supposed to be the end of the map, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Never mind.
You go back further away from the forest. Like
Yeah.
there. And we're about further away from the river. Everything's forest. And you could take a long rest because you've been out here all day. You fought 3 battles. Almost died in one of them. Legion's exhausted.
We'll take turns resting.
She just turns into a ball and goes to sleep.
Alright. I'll wake her up in a few hours then, so I can...
You can do your trance thing instead. You only need 4
Yeah.
hours. Alright. So you wait 4 hours first so she can get some sleep in first. Then you do your trance and then she'll get like a couple more hours after that.
Mm-hmm.
And oh yeah, your level 3 stuff. I'll do I'll do that right now. It's the arcane archer fighter thing, right?
Yeah.
Hold on here. Fighter. Arcane archer. Okay, so you gain you can choose Arcana or Nature to be proficient in.
Seems to be dealing with a lot of Arcana.
Yeah.
So let's go with Arcana.
Okay, so just click the Arcana checkmark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just slap your new skills in there. You also gain either Prestidigitation or Druidcraft as a cantrip.
What's Druidcraft do? I know Prestidigitation.
Druidcraft. Let's see. Whispering to the spirits of nature, you create one of the following effects within range. You create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. This might manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, or a rain cloud for rain, falling snowflakes for snow, and so on. This effect persists for 1 round. You instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom. You can create instant harmless sensory effects such as falling leaves or a puff of wind, the sound of a small animal, or the faint odor of a skunk. The effect must be in a 5-foot cube. You can instantly light or snuff out a candle or a torch or a campfire. So basically, it's Prestidigitation, but druid form.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Prestidigitation.
The skunk smell could be useful. Luring stuff away.
Mm-hmm.
But I like being clean, so I'll do Prestidigitation.
Okay. Prestidigitation. Oop. And, alright, so you also get your Arcane Shot. And what is it? You learn 2 arcane shot options of your choice from the arcane options. So you'll have to pick those out.
Additional.
Do you need me to send you a link to the exact thing, or?
Oh, I have it.
Okay.
Either magic arrow, curving shot, ever ready shot. Oh no, those are the options. Banishing arrow, beguiling arrow, bursting arrow. Just give me a second to read it.
Yep. I think you said something about wanting banishing arrow though, because it's useful. Also, it recovers on a short rest, so like everything else a fighter has, short rest.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's nice.
And let's see, it's based off of your intelligence.
So I gain 1 or 2,
2.
You said?
2 chap. 2
Alright. Vanishing shot, first of all. Yeah.
Bursting shots got AoE to it.
Oh yeah, I know. I was looking at that.
I mean, they're all good. And they get stronger.
Yeah, I see
Well,
that.
not till level fucking 18, but still.
Oh wow. I'll take Pierce. Yep.
Okay. Unpause the recording. Okay, and hold on. How many uses do you get? 2 uses of the ability.
Alright.
Alright, you have 2 uses of this ability, you gain all expended use when you finish short rest. You gain additional shot options of your choice for each certain levels. Each option improves at 18th. Okay, so you don't get... Okay, you don't get additional uses of it. So you only get the 2.
Yeah.
Arcane shot options. Do that. Go 2, 2. There you go. Alright. All set. And everyone's at full HP.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Alright.
Okie dokie. So, you, well, Legion wakes up after the last few hours of her sleeps. She's like kind of groggy at first, like a little kid. Well, let's go back to town. She kind of like slumps a bit
Yeah.
as she starts walking forward. But then she realizes
How heavy is she?
She's slime. Well, basically a container of liquid the size of a person, so heavier than she looks. And she sloshes, so you know. But then as she's walking and slumping, she realizes, oh yeah, I got all my animal forms. And she does like a stupid victory dance as you walk home.
Yeah, you can fly too. It may make things quicker for us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I can fly. As she turns into a giant bat.
Might
and
want to
flies.
change back before we get into the village, though,
Yeah.
so you don't threaten anyone.
But yeah. As she turns to a giant bat, flaps up into the air. Starts flying around doing loop-de-loops all over the place. As you travel back to the village, roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Guess you'll be like in just the world map now. Okay. Perception 10? Yeah. You hear some growling coming from the sky. And since you're flying up, you see a green winged creature barreling towards you from higher up.
Watch out, we got company.
Yeah, you, Legion looks up. Green thing. It's like a flying booger. And she's like, wait, I'm green.
Can I...
Am I a booger?
Insight or, like... Would that be nature or investigation or something to figure out what it is before it comes closer?
You know exactly what it is. It's a green dragon wormling.
I think that might be the ride of my prey.
Yeah, it's flying towards you, and it looks a little too pissed off to see you. It's by itself, but it's a green dragon wormling. Roll initiative.
So it looks pissed off?
Yep, it looks pissed off. Roll me initiative.
I can't click on my character, so
yeah, that's right.
Just add me in.
Hold on. Hold on, I'll just go back to here. Put your initiative there. Oh, nat 20, Jesus. That's... Yeah, you got the same as Legion. Oh. Or wait, no, you got... What am I talking about? I was looking at the wrong one. You got that.
Like,
Ugh,
yeah.
I'm dumb. And I just gotta get... Creature...
It's not showing up on the turn order.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this. Clear that. I didn't make a map for this. Hold on. I'm going to get just a random blank map since you're in the air.
Yeah.
Fucking, oh my god, I hate moving maps around. Alright, so this is gonna be this type of thing. Just shove you there. Shove Legion there. And
make her bigger because she's
yeah, hold on, one thing at a time. I'm gonna freak out. I don't like when things don't do what I tell it to. So that is the wrong token. Just put a giant ancient green dragon in front of me. He's like, oh, wait, it's an ancient
Um,
dragon. No. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Jesus. Shit. Alright. So, alright. There you go. You can see yourself. Okay, so your initiative was 7.18.
0.18.
I already got it in. Stop touching. And I gotta roll for this stupid bastard. Why do I not have the sheet open? Stop disobeying me. There we go. Alright, you're going last again.
Yeah. Figured as much.
Yeah. Alright, so it was coming about from that direction. You're around here. She's in bat form. Let's just scroll that up. Not much of a map. It's just blank because you're in the sky, so whatever.
Yeah.
And this is boss battle, so this is boss battle. What is their fucking? Just gotta get a calculator here real quick. This was rushed. I only put this in like right before session.
We can wait then and do next time.
No, we're doing it now because I said so.
Okay.
Just that Dylan wanted to play Roblox, so I ended up playing that instead of finishing this. And
Where's?
Okay. And boss music.
Boss music.
No. Well, where's the other one that I have? I guess it is this one. Alright. And Legion's turn. Can't move all the way up there. Yeah, no, she wouldn't be able to. She's going to fly out 30 feet this way. And she makes a squawking noise instead of a bat screech because she's stupid. And it's this thing's turn. It sees you and it knows you.
Yeah.
Also, what is their speed? Speed's really good. Without even dashing, it gets right up to you and it is going to bite. 17.
That hits.
10 piercing, 3 poison, so 13 in total.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to Dragons. And it only has 1 attack, so. And it's your turn.
1 second.
You've got the Hertzes.
You
You took 13 damage.
I'm terrible at math.
Yeah, 28 minus 13 is 15. There you go.
There we go. Uh-huh.
Alright. It's your turn.
Hand crossbow this thing.
11 misses.
Do it again.
Yeah, well, that crossbow bolt landed off in the forest somewhere and is lost.
Alright. And
Oh yeah, your second wind should be +3. Just pointed that out.
yeah, I'll do that now. I'll use second wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made sure to change it to a +3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so 8. Not bad.
Alright. There we go. Math.
And anything else?
Uh.
Oh, wait. You did not use second wind.
Okay, so I'm back to 15.
Yep,
Yeah,
because you
'cause-
already bonus actioned.
Yeah. Alright. Screw it. Let me just action surge to try and
Okay.
hit this thing.
Do you want to use one of your new abilities?
Yeah.
Now it's now or never.
Yeah. Hold on. I forgot to add them in.
I added them in. They're there at the bottom of your attack list, or not like the attack rolls, but like where all your abilities are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because they activate on hitting with a weapon.
Yeah. Let's do piercing shot. May as well.
Okay, and what does piercing shot do? First off.
Alright. There we go. There you go.
Piercing shot. You transmute magic to give your arrow an ethereal quality. We use this option. You don't make an attack roll for the attack. Instead, the arrow fires forward in a line, which is 1 foot wide and 30 feet long, before disappearing. The arrow passes harmlessly through objects, ignoring cover. Each creature in that line must make a dexterity save. On a failed save, a creature takes damage as if it were hit by the arrow, plus an extra 1d6 piercing damage. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage. So, it has to do a dex save first.
I'll just roll the...
It got a 7, so yeah, it failed. Right, so, yeah, roll the attack damage and then extra d6. So, there you go. That's 13. Did it do anything else?
No, that's it.
It takes half on success, so it does damage regardless. Nice. And make sure to reduce the uses of Arcane Arrow.
Yeah.
And that was your action surge.
Yeah, I already got rid of that.
Alright. And, well, you're in melee range, so it wouldn't be good to move.
Yeah.
But this is a big old aerial battle. So if you get knocked out and hit the ground, you die.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, Legion's turn. Go fly right to there. It hasn't quite gotten to flanking. But it is going to try and bite. 18. Nice.
Nice.
Alright. It doesn't have any special effects in bat form, so it just does 7 damage.
Go for its wings!
She kind of did. She went on the wings. Alright, this thing's turn. It doesn't like either of you, but the giant bat is also kind of intimidating. So it is going to breathe poison breath on Legion.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. Let's see, Legion has to do a con save.
Oh, she's good at con.
I think she is. Never mind. So, Legion's down.
Oh no.
Yep. And she is falling. She hasn't quite fallen to the ground yet, because the amount of speed you fall per turn is a certain amount. So she has like 1 or 2 turns before she hits the ground. That was its action, so can't do anything. You need to get rid of this thing. How could you get
Hurt
rid?
is it?
Not very hurt. It took 2 hits. It's still good. How do you want to get rid of this thing, though? That's the question.
I'll shoot it with a banishing arrow and go after her to...
Right, what does banishing arrow do?
Something very nice.
Alright, you have your to temporarily banish your target to harm creature. Creature hit by the arrow must also succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. Managed in this way, its speed is 0 and is incapacitated at the end of its next turn. The target reappears in the space it vacated or in the nearest unoccupied space. That space is occupied. So you have to hit, but you can choose which hit. So you have like 2 shots. So.
Oh. Right. 2 shots.
Yeah. So you can choose which shot that it's going to be on in case it doesn't hit.
Alright.
That one does not hit, unfortunately.
Alright.
15 also does not hit. You don't use the effect. It's only when you hit you can choose to activate it. Alright, so that was both action, bonus action.
Yeah.
And Legion's falling. I'm gonna roll her a death save. That's a pass. And she's getting pretty close to the tree line. This thing's turn.
Yeah.
And I gotta roll for it. Okay, it doesn't get its poison breath, but it's gonna try to bite you. 10 does not hit you.
No.
Alright, your turn.
Alright. Come on, shoot the thing. Is that it?
15 plus 2. Yes, that hits.
Alright, banishing arrow.
Okay, well, roll damage first. There, 10. Oh, Jesus. It did not like that. And banishing arrow does have to do a save. Charisma saving throw against your thing. Got a 6, so it disappears.
Hey.
It only
Flat
lasts
for all my.
Let's see. At the end of its next turn, the target reappears. It's still your turn, so.
Yeah.
So it would still miss its
flat
next
for
turn.
all my strength to try and
Roll acrobatics.
stick a potion in her mouth.
Okay. Okay, roll acrobatics. 24, you managed to just get within range. If you were to shoot the potion, you might be able to shoot her in the mouth with it.
Alright.
So you uncork a potion. Do you want to shoot the potion with a crossbow?
Let's try it.
She is a slime monster, so.
Yeah.
Alright. Because that's your bonus action attack, remember?
Yeah.
Technically, you can't really do it that way, but like, I'll allow that for
I
fun.
know. It's
21 definitely hits, so roll a potion. 8. She heals for 8. She's back in the game.
Wake up! You're falling!
Yeah, she does a barrel roll, flies just above the tree line. Kind of like flooshes this way a bit.
And I'm imagining I'm flew.
Yeah, you're lower down. You're at the tree line now, so.
Right.
And that would be your turn.
So I'm further away from this thing, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're vertically downwards.
Yeah.
Okay, Legion's turn. She's gonna fly back up.
It's banished at the moment. Just prepare to attack when it appears.
Okay, well, since she's moving, well, she's too far away. Even if she were to move up, dash, she would probably get to like here, going upwards and forwards. So
yeah,
it reappears, but it's at the end of its turn, so it does miss its turn. It's back to your turn.
And technically, I'm lower than it now, right?
Yeah, but you can shoot it.
Yeah. Alright.
Do you want to do
both my
anything?
arcane shots are away.
Yeah.
Huh?
Use both
What?
your arcanes.
Yeah.
Did you
I'm
want-
gonna second win just
There you
in case.
go. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Up to 25.
Yes. And then I'm gonna shoot it once.
Okay. 24. Yes. 5.
Not for much, but it hits.
Okay. Zay turn.
I'm gonna fly a bit lower too.
Okay, gonna lower down.
Yeah.
Alright. Lower down. And Legion was flying up. She's gonna fly up and try to, like, strike this thing. Or bite. That misses, I think. Yeah, that misses. She could not hit it. And this thing's turn, it's gonna bite. Harm. 13 misses. Thank God. Oh, I'm gonna roll. Okay, it doesn't get it back.
Oh, nice.
Alright, your turn.
Alright. Shoot it again.
Shoot it. Pew, pew, pew. Nat 20. There you go. Regular 20.
Not. I'm like, Nat.
So,
Alright.
that hits. Shot at
Alright.
palsies. 18. That hits. Shot another one of its paws. Now you see blood starting to drip from this thing. I mean,
You fugly.
Zay turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna call out try and distract it.
All right.
Oi, over here, ugly.
To do that, it takes your action to do that. To
Okay,
distract it, to give advantage to an ally.
Well, it's more like trying to lure it to attack me instead.
Oh. Well, the giant bat seems to be a bit intimidating. Also, it hit. Well, the bat's the one that flew up to it.
Yeah.
22. 6. Yeah, this thing's getting pretty shot up, bit up. And this thing's turn. I'm gonna roll for its breath. Does not get it, but it's going to try to bite Legion. 20, that hits. Now, you learn something about Legion. When this thing bites not magical, and she seems to be a little more resilient to it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she has non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, slashing resistance.
Very nice.
And so that's 4 minus 2, so 2 plus the poison, so 5 in total. Still takes a bit of damage, isn't doing too well.
Yeah.
But better. Also, does anyone speak Draconic?
I do not.
Okay, never mind. It was saying stuff as it was like coming towards you, but you don't speak Draconic.
I'm gonna fly up closer to it and start shooting.
Okay, you're just like flying up. 23, yes. How do you want to kill it?
Eyeball shot.
Eyeball shot. As you're underneath it, so that would technically be kind of impossible.
Throat shot.
Throat shot. All right. You shoot this thing in the throat as it's like about to take another bite at like Legion, or after that first bite, and you shoot it in the throat and it starts choking and gagging on its own blood. And with a crossbow bolt lodged into its windpipe, it descends to the ground. Just like a rocket.
Fly up to Legion. I give her a high five.
Yep, she high fives you with her wings. Just flap. Oh, that thing almost killed us.
Yeah, that was the ride of the person I'm hunting.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you each get 225 EXP.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That was a hard battle.
Yeah, it was a boss battle, so.
So 1115 HP.
Mm-hmm. EXP, you mean?
Yeah.
HP, I was like, what the fuck? Let's take on the Tarmask. All right, well, let's see. You could fly down and try to harvest that thing.
Oh, yeah. You gonna try harvesting it too? You could get money from selling stuff.
I mean, why would I need money?
there could be good tasting food somewhere. You'd
Why?
need money to buy it from other people.
I could just go out and eat creatures.
Yes. But have you ever tried humanoid food?
Isn't humanoid food made out of other creatures and things collected from nature?
Yes, but this is cooked. It could empower your taste buds.
I have to roll a persuasion check on her.
Alright?
She's not buying what you're cooking. She's not smelling what you're cooking. It's like, yeah, no, it's just making weird forms of things that already exist. I can just eat the stuff to begin with instead of wasting time. Jeez. So you can harvest it yourself, but she's not going to help you.
Yeah, survival check.
Yep. All right. With that, you managed to pluck out a few of the teeth.
Right.
You managed to like carve out a little bit of scales, green dragon wormling scales, a little bit. Got like
So 3 or what?
yeah, you got
Or
hold
a
on.
few?
Hold on. You get 3 teeth.
Alright.
You get like 5 pounds of scales, maybe. And with the hide, like it's the scales and the hide kind of together as one thing. I mean, the creature's medium. You could just drag it back to town with you.
I'll do that.
All right. You managed to get like a few trophies from that battle, but like you can bring it back to town. Either sell the creature to the town and they can use it, and you could just get money for selling the creature's body. Since
I'll take the 3 teeth that I collected and leave the rest whole, and sell it to as a trophy.
So you're not going to take the scales instead?
No.
Okay, so just the teeth, and you leave the rest of the body. And you're just going to sell the creature's corpse to the body, or to the blacksmith, I guess, or the tinkerer. Probably the blacksmith and the herbalist, because she could probably make poison potions or anti-poison potions by like making antibodies from the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could sell that for a nice bit of money.
Alright.
And
drag it to town.
Yeah, as you like land and collect its body, rip its teeth out, you realize something. After, fighting that wormling, that confirms that core shadow gaze is probably on this island. And that creature looked like it was intentionally looking for you because it was pissed off when it was coming towards you. Which means this island just got a whole lot more dangerous. And your new companion, who can turn into any terrain type, with her, she can help you, but like, she's also not unstoppable. She got knocked out one shot.
No.
She's got a little bit of resilience to stuff. Non-magical.
She's a fun companion.
She's not boring, let's say that. And as you're going back to town, that's where we'll end the session.
Alright.